Preston, do you feel pretty good where things kind of stand after coming off a bye week? Now it's back to game week mode. Do you feel like you got good work in, rest, and everything? Just what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, for the team, I think there's enough opportunity to go get rest, and coaches didn't stress us too much on practice, so body should be feeling good. If it's not feeling good, it's kind of your fault. But I trust this team, and the maturity of this team is where it's supposed to be. So I think we did a real good job.
Another trophy game. Was it kind of fun last year after that Utah State win to have something to grab onto there?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always fun. Looking forward to games like this, and there's always a little extra something, little extra motivation too for our guys. I know we want to keep all 3 trophies that we have, and that's really what we're setting out to go do.
Josh, Jalen Davis is one of their corners as senior. He's been around a while. I'm sure you've started looking at film. I think he has 3 pick-sixes this year. In your mind, when you've looked at film, what makes him good? What does he do well? And is he kind of is he a true cover corner, so to speak?
Yeah, he's a good player, and he executes his zones well, and he's able to play man pretty well. But I trust our receivers out there, and I trust our schemes that we're running on offense, and I don't look at him and say we're going to throw away from him, and we'll go about it accordingly. But I don't think it's something to shy away from. I think it's going to be a good challenge for us on offense. But like I said, very confident our guys go out there and make some plays.
Including Davis, what have you seen from this defense on film for Utah State?
They show a lot of different stuff, and they can, kind of trick you on where they're coming from, and that's kind of what they want to do. They want to show it from one side, bring it from the other side, and then they play good coverage in the backfield, and it's going to be key for us to get our run game going early, so we can run some play action stuff and get some guys some easy targets, because they're not a team that's going to give you everything very easily. So we got to find a way to find our yards up front early and fast.
It's going to be tough to go back on the road after being at home for so long.
I don't think so, but it was nice being at home for those 4 weeks, and we haven't hit the road in 5, so it's going to be a challenge for this team. I do think that our maturity is where it needs to be, and I think that this road game is something that we can go get.
You're happy to have Ryan Cummings back. A long line. I know Coach said he expects him back. Just what does that mean to get your lone senior on that group back this week and hopefully moving forward?
Well, you said he's the lone senior. He knows what he's doing. He's a vocal leader on offense, and especially within that lineman group. Not having KJ and Ryan, it's a big jump. But having one of those guys and having the senior, it's big for our confidence. It's big for how we execute things, and big for just how well they mesh together up front. And he's one of our best linemen, our best players, and it's always good to have him back.
Getting guys healed up during the bye, obviously important, but how else was the bye week in terms of productive for you guys, do you feel?
That was fantastic, and we're able to do some things on offense that we wouldn't do in a regular game week. Just some more checks at the line that we've seen from different games on film, and we have the time to practice all that stuff and understand what they're doing and how we can counter that within the game.
You mentioned getting the run game going early, and I know Trey's still the starter and other guys play, but how do you from your observation, Josh, how did he handle the bye week, and how big was it for him to keep learning and stuff? So what did you gather from the bye week from Trey's perspective?
He took advantage of it, and just learning some more passing schemes and practicing running the ball and fitting in different gaps was what running backs need to do. And obviously he didn't have a lot of time to adjust and learn. He was kind of baptized by fire, so to say. So this week was very good for him. It kind of slowed things down for him, and I think you'll be able to see that come Saturday.